Hey guys, if you are enjoying these clips, make sure you guys are subscribed to the Two Wild Podcast, where I upload the full episodes in its entirety. The link will be down below in the description. I'll see you guys over there. All right, my bad. We're back. I had to put on a hoodie, man. It was getting kind of chilly out here, but Harrison was going in. Go ahead and start from the top.
Going in. I was just saying.
Tony has friends or whatever. Ask questions.
Tony calls his YouTube friends and just asks a bunch of questions, and whenever he's wondering, should he do this with the channel, that with the channel, so I don't know where exactly we were.
Well, that was where you were right there. And salutes to the YouTube friends that are watching this, probably laughing, like Kais and them and whatnot. You, Jacob, and all the. But yeah, I mean, as far as for me, man, like, I don't know. I don't know if it's been like with me, like my whole YouTube career, I've always tried to do different things, and that probably hurt or whatever. I don't know, but at the same time, like the demographic, the dynamics of what I do in sneakers itself has like went up and went down, went up, went down. Like, I feel like right now it's like a really low. It's really low. Like it's different. Like it's always like around September. It's like a switch, and during those switches, man, I don't know. It's always tough to like come back or like figure out what I want to do next or what, you know. Some people, definitely a lot of friends of mine just tell me just to keep posting and push through it. At the same time, like, I don't want to stay doing the same thing though. Like, I want to evolve, and I've always felt like I've evolved over time. So it's like it's a constant battle that I have to do within myself, like in this thing of YouTube. Like, whatever I do try I've tried so many different things, like on YouTube and just in social media in general, and maybe that has been maybe hurt. Who knows? You know, from just all the different things out there. But like right now, man, like reviews and the vlogs and all that, the things that were working are not working now. And I don't know if this is oversaturation of what I do or what. You know, I don't know where they're at this point.
Yeah, that's what's weird with YouTube, and it's harder with like, because whenever you ask my opinion and stuff, I'm different in the fact of like my content has never been like directly like sneaker reviews and stuff.
Yeah.
So like mine has always been a little broader, and I feel like a good chunk of my audience isn't there just because they like shoes. Like they're more entertainment wise, and so it's like there's two aspects with YouTube with like trying to grow, and I think not your and eye level, but like when you're like small, how you grow and get people to watch your videos is to make videos on things that are interesting, and then over time they get invested in you. But like beginning, I was making videos on tutorials on how to wear Vans and like how to lace your Vans and how to dress like this. Like it was tutorials and teaching people how to do stuff. And then over time, it like, now I obviously can't just post a video about nothing now to get views, but like I can do a video on car content that'll pull 150K views because people have started to enjoy that side of me, not just shoes. And so it's hard with YouTube because it varies per person. Because you look at like Kais changed things with making sneaker vlogs and that aspect of things. So it's like and I guess you could talk like somebody like Fomer Simpson. He makes similar content where reviews and stuff, and he kind of changed his. And like I go through the same thing every year where like I feel like there's like a month or two where things are just weird. Can't come up with the content that I want to. Things slow down, and then that usually forces me into a corner where I have to be like, all right, I got to get my shit right because I can tell this is going a little slowing down a bit, and then that's usually when my best ideas come. And then like right now, I'm kind of at the tail end of one of my big pushes, and this happens every year right around this time. And then like beginning of December, I usually like click and I get that big video, and then I can ride that for like a while. Like I think this year's would be the 250K mystery box when that comes out. I'm planning for December CPMs. Like it'll just go nuts. And like that's another side of YouTube people don't see, like the CPM side. Like YouTube varies so much. Like one person can get 1 million views and make, you know, $2,000. The same person can make, or another person can make $10,000. Like it varies so much. And it's like people don't understand. Like when you look at like websites that report earnings and stuff, it's like
it's cap. That's one thing that people don't quite understand. And I'm not, believe it or not, like it sounds corny and cliche, but I'm not driven by the money. I'm driven by the views and by the engagement I get with my audience. And one reason why is because at the end of the day, if I was basing everything upon money, even though views are down, I make more money every year because CPMs are rising. YouTube is getting more and more ad money.
And you're diversifying.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, 2017 was my biggest year ever on views, and I'm making more money on YouTube than that time in the CPM aspect, just CPM alone. And then on top of that, with endorsements, I'm making double. Yep. So like if I was getting the view, if I was to bring 2017's views here, it'd be insane. Like I said, the YouTube CPMs have went up, and up. Even now it's going up. Like I'm at like back in the day, it used to be like at 5 or something like that. Now it's like 7, 8, 9, 10. Like it's going up more and more. So if I was just to be, if I'm stressed, I stress myself about like, you know, YouTube and the views and what to do and whatnot. If I was to stress myself based upon money, I would not be stressed at all.
Yeah. And it's I think a good way, at least for me, I think it could translate to you is like what you mean to, like, not you mean what you mean about like not driven by money, but like the response. You like to see a good response to the work that you put out. Like
exactly.
There's a
creation
reward for, and not monetarily reward, but reward as far as like the idea you put out and all that. And like I'm the exact, like I think money comes with when you're dedicated about what you're doing. And it's like I don't look at things from like I need to make this much money this month. Like, yeah, definitely the beginning, like I have to make ends meet. Like the way that I could quit my normal job is YouTube. I was making about $2,000 a month, and I had around 160K subs. I've always had a higher CPM, and I got a brand deal for 12 months. I structured the whole thing. This company wanted to pay me month by month, like $1,500, and I was gonna say it, but whatever, I won't say it. They're not a thing anymore. But I got a 12-month deal at $1,200 a month for this app to do one video a month, and for me, it was basically like getting a salary of $1,200. So
I think I remember this.
I could, with that, my expenses were not expensive back then. My rent was like $600. Like my car payment was like $200, and so, essentially my rent and everything that I needed every month was covered for 12 months, so I can really try the YouTube thing. And that didn't just come easy. It was like I had to work for that deal. Like there's a lot of free stuff that you have to do, is you take free clothes, free shoes, whatever. Yeah. And I structured that deal so that I could feel comfortable. And then now, like obviously things change, and I just have always banked off that. I just signed like a 3-year deal that's like bigger than I could ever imagine. It's like well into the 6 figures. That is like, it's crazy how things change. And like all I have to do for that is I have to continue posting my content like as normal. Yeah. And like to me, you would think maybe I could chill a little bit, but it's like that to me, that's just another thing. And I think it happens to everybody. When you get to a certain level, it's like, it's cool, money's coming in, but like we're the type of people that's gonna find ways to make money regardless, because we're doing what we're doing. We can do it in another avenue, but YouTube is, that's why I think I move on from things quick. There's 3 things constant in my life: Sophie, my wife, YouTube, and I think there's only 2. Those are only 2 constant things in my life, I think. And so, like with that, YouTube is a chase, because there's always something to chase after, and you can't be done. You can't be done. And so, and even people people make living off of YouTube with like 50K subs. Like it's crazy. Like, so
if you know how to manage it well, you can definitely do what you can do. Like